said just visiting.
I'm visiting.
If needed.
If needed. Greg,
We were invited.
you were invited.
Asked to
Greg
be.
and Joel.
So, okay.
Do you want to do the roof?
No,
Okay.
Oh, good.
See you
at
later.
least not this year. But no.
Okay, have a nice day.
You have,
Did I answer it right?
It's up to you.
Well,
Yeah.
we'd like to do the roof, but since we had to wait a while, we had to schedule other jobs. So if we do the roof, we would like to wait until spring to do it.
well,
Okay.
But that's,
We're gonna take a different course of action.
We're gonna-
I think.
yeah.
we're
We're
gonna get
put out
bids.
we're gonna put out an RFP for it.
How about,
Is
We
your
may-
bid
We may
standing?
change the specifications.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you just,
Okay.
you, and I asked,
You will be welcome to bid.
Oh, yes.
Once the new RFP goes out,
Okay.
and you'll just have to meet all the criteria of the new RFP. Okay?
and I asked him this morning, and I'm gonna ask you again now. The only thing we have was a proposal, right?
Right.
Nothing
That's correct.
signed that you're gonna do.
No,
No,
I have
that's
it
all
right
it is?
there.
So
It's
we're
just
not
a
We're
breaking
good.
any
A
contract.
proposal that was, could be removed by us at the end of 30 days, and 30 days has been 30 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're good. We didn't
Okay.
break the contract.
Okay,
We just wanted to make sure,
Yep.
we needed to know.
Okay.
That's all, that's
done
all.
and
You can
done.
bid on the roof. That's fine.
Bid on anything you want.
How's the library coming? About
I think within 7 days or so.
7
we should
days.
Looks nice.
be go. As far as the painting goes, we have the deck.
We have
So
the
that'll
yeah,
take-
but
Right.
okay, and you're gonna do the rubber on the top of the town, or
Yep.
the post office,
Yep.
and you're gonna do the steps that the top step. Johnny's got somebody doing the ones by the road apparently,
Okay.
because he
Okay,
had them
yeah.
come to estimate pre-pouring the ones down. He says he's responsible for the ones that are on the road. Okay.
At
but
the
it's-
post office, you mean?
And here.
And here.
So the guy came to give an estimate today, but it's the one up, you know where we're talking
I
about,
need
the
to
tape is.
probably talk to Tim about exactly what he does want us to do, how far he wants us to go with that. I
At
have
the
a
post
couple of
office?
ideas that I can talk to
Who?
you.
We did have an injury, right?
Yes,
We had
We had
somebody
an
fall.
injury on a.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fine. Are you around tomorrow?
Yes.
I'll be at the Emergency Services Building at 8:30.
Okay.
So you can find me there and we can walk next door.
All right.
Okay.
That's what we will do.
Very good. Thank
Then I
you.
guess we're out of here.
Got any questions? You're all set?
We're all set.
Okay. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
The circus can continue.
Appreciate it, guys.
I
Thank
hear
you.
that music in my head. I don't know what that is.
Now, okay, we have a correction here. I made a mistake. It's not July 24th meeting, it's what, July 19th?
July 19th, that's correct.
Okay, can I have a motion to accept the minutes of the July 19th meeting?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of July 19th and just scratch the 24 out.
Okay, second?
Yep.
All those in favor?
No.
Yep.
Right.
Discussion, I wasn't at that meeting,
Tim
Right,
wasn't
okay.
there.
and I'm listed as attending.
Okay, did you say anything when you were there?
I didn't make any motions further on in the
Okay,
meeting,
all right,
so.
Okay,
all right,
we'll fix it.
yeah, we'll fix it before I put it in the book.
Okay.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I abstained because I
You
wasn't
weren't
there.
there. Take out Tim. Okay, the firemen would like to have coin drop on August 27th. Any objections?
That's a Sunday.
Is it? I don't know, August 20, is that the 27th is a Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
You really want to have it on, I mean, that's up to them, but
August 27th.
I
there's a lot
guess,
more traffic Saturday than Sunday.
except for all the church people. Maybe they're gonna get them and stick them out of church.
Oh, they
I'll
already
get it
gave
in the
it.
basket, huh?
I don't know. That's the date they asked for. Probably ought to take a motion there so we know it's legal. I'll make a motion that we allow them to have a coin drop. Do I have a second?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Yeah.
I have 911 Benson Road, changed the name to Green Hollow, but Kim came in today and said that the state doesn't allow you to, she's doing the 911 stuff, that the state doesn't allow you to name a road for anyone that's on it or a business that's on it, and apparently Larry Stevens' kid has Green Hollow showing.
Zillions of roads with people's names.
Well, that's
on it.
grandfathered in, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Benson must have been somebody to live.
Where is this? You know where that is?
I don't know which road they're talking about.
I don't either.
Well, it's Benson Road.
The only Benson Road that I know is the end of McCollister Road.
Well, it's probably it, because it's where Larry Stevens' son has his, it's where Larry Stevens' son has his sugar house.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
That's the
old
Benson Road?
right. That's what I just.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
But we're not changing it, but it's on,
No.
here,
So we're
cross it
gonna
out.
leave it as Benson Road.
We don't, for
It's
now.
not marked.
I know, well,
No.
she's trying to get all the 911 done, and so
Oh, all right.
she handed me this morning, that she would like us to sign, because it says, as your select board, we recognize the needs of an appointed liaison to be an interactive part of the 911 process. To this end, we authorize Kim Collins to conduct the following, and then she addresses the databases and the mapping. She does the municipal address system.
Right.
She changes the direction of incorrectly numbered roads. The municipal 911 atlas submit to the Vermont board. Updates for changes. Interact with the master street address guide database. Interact with emergency services database. It's all the things she does as 911.
Okay.
She would like us to sign it so she can carry it with her or keep it in her file,
In case there's questions.
in case there's a question, okay?
Yep.
Do I have a motion to accept this request for Kim?
Yeah.
All right, Till, second?
Yep.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
I'll pass it on. Today is, what, August?
So,
7th.
And we'll sign it here. And I'll give it back to her. Okay, what else have I got? Kim 911. Just gonna give a little update on the elevator. They came and took out the elevator last week. You haven't heard back from Glenn Emberry. Till called him to do the carpentry, but
Right.
he hasn't gotten back to you, Till?
No.
Okay. And D&D will come and do the electric next week. And they're gonna put the new one in a couple weeks, yeah?
He's gonna talk to the elevator people
Right,
and then get back to us.
okay.
good.
Okay. So that's all being taken care of. Okay, playground and cemeteries, Christopher.
Playgrounds and cemeteries, we're
I'm
starting
gonna
with?
say too that playground equipment should be coming any day.
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny's dealing with the guy from there, and
Right.
they're gonna send an overseer up,
Yeah.
and he took the manual to look at, and we have to figure out where we want it.
Yep, that's good. We can do that.
When's camp done? This week?
Camp, well, summer camp, or the Knox camp will be done on, let me look. Oh, it's July.
Over there's
The
obviously.
11th. Friday
Friday.
is
They
the
won't-
last day.
Yeah, they won't be putting it in until after that.
Yeah, we've been running about, I don't know, 90, sometimes over 100
Yeah.
That's good.
a day.
Excellent. They'll be playing on that new equipment next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be wonderful.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, what am I doing? Playgrounds and cemeteries?
Yeah.
Oh, playground. Playground, we have equipment, we have, money coming to make repairs, correct? Grant money,
Later.
What repairs?
What repairs? Did you tell me you needed
the new
repairs?
toilet,
Yeah, that grant, we're not gonna see till fall.
okay. We can do them next spring.
Yeah, that's what, we'll have it by then.
I got a question on the playground.
Yes, sir.
Did the school ever pay what they're supposed to pay?
For,
For using the playground?
oh, hell no, not that I know of.
Okay, there's a contract signed in there somewhere,
Is there?
in sometime around 97 or 98. There's a contract signed, and the reason it was signed is that's the only reason they could get the grant money
Yes,
for the
for the
school.
school, I know. I tried telling them.
So, that contract should still be valid, so they should pay it.
You remember how much it was?
I think it was $1,000 a year,
Or 1,500, something like that.
and I think
We
it
can look for
was.
that tomorrow?
It's not in my, I'll look again, but probably Alan has it. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the deal. They wanted to get that grant.
Yes.
Oh, that's where it all came from?
And that's
I
also
don't know.
why they used the town hall for shows, because, if they would have them, because they didn't have an auditorium. That was they kept that out of the grant, and they were gonna use the town hall.
Yeah, but the reason they had to sign the contracts for the playground is because they had to have
Yeah,
the area
for the
in order
fields.
to get the grant.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I got it. Well, then we'll find it, we'll find,
Okay.
we'll look, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No,
Yeah.
I just feel.
I didn't know there was a
Okay.
contract, I knew they had an agreement.
I've been nosy.
Good,
Good,
good, good, good, that's the only way we find out stuff.
good,
Any more, Chris, on the cemeteries, or did he finish the
Cemeteries.
slide road?
No, cemeteries are good. We'll be moving along to Troy Street here soon.
Good.
We're all done at East Richford, we'll be moving to repairs only at Troy Street on some headstone.
Yeah, and we got some cameras up there so we can catch them when they break
And
them.
when they break them,
Yeah.
apparently there are.
Good, because there's gonna be some at the playground too. When I get-
Yeah, when we do
We're
that.
gonna find out who's doing our vandalism and,
Yeah. Oh, well, now wait a minute. Since our last meeting, Drummond,
yeah,
came, removed the portable toilets and said, we will not be bringing any more to you, to the town for the playground. We're done with you
Yeah.
because they vandalize them.
because of the damage done to them by kids and stuff. So we can't use them for next year, we're gonna have to find somebody or something. I mean, you can't have 100 kids a day
All right.
at, all summer long, at summer camp with one toilet that's down there. It isn't gonna work. So, I
Are
don't
there
know.
other companies that
Oh, yeah,
furnish
I'll find somebody,
portable toilets?
yeah.
I'm sure they all talk, but
I'm sure they all will know.
Or they, when they get here,
they
they'll,
have a reputation
Because
now.
the school's gonna want one too for the,
Well,
over the
let them get
softball
one.
field.
Yeah.
let
So-
them get it.
I don't know.
I think, really,
It could be,
Next
it could be a
year.
shop project.
we should
And,
work on a budget to put in some permanent toilets.
yeah.
We put it in that grant,
He had Phil had an idea for either expanding it or adding.
the
Yeah.
data total.
You could add a small building over the softball field.
But you gotta plumb it
You'd
all.
have to get water over to it, and you could tap sewer line there. yeah.
Right, sewer line.
Sewer line goes right by there,
Yeah.
but water would have to come all the way across the field. And,
We'll put another one in where there is one already, then we don't have to put another line in, right?
That would be
It'd
the
be two.
cheapest way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
that
can
building
put it
be
in that
expanded?
grant.
Can that building
Really?
that's there
Sure.
now be expanded?
That would be,
If
I could
you,
put two in, I don't know how much they cost, but give me an estimate.
two would be good.
you know, if you're going to put it in the grant, it would be fairly simple to extend the water from the existing building down toward the river,
Give me an
know,
estimate so I can give them a
down near
number.
that gate,
Yeah,
and put one there.
You could buy the
You
gate.
could put a double header down
Double header.
there.
But no, just get
Ooh.
me an estimate.
who would be good to talk to about that? Who would build that? Who can you think of?
Well,
Wait till I get the money.
Larry V?
When? Wait till I get the money. That stall cup should be coming through in the fall.
if you get the money,
I'm-
I can
It's
find
here, the
somebody to
money's
build it.
gonna come, it's just,
Maybe one or
Take a while.
two.
just
Yeah,
get
you probably ought
Just
to build,
cement block, right?
you probably ought to build at least a two.
two, I would say
Yeah,
so.
Two. Cement block,
yeah.
metal roof,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Be
Well, look
pretty-
into it, you got some
It'd be
time.
real
Yeah,
simple to get water down till it's there,
Yeah.
and it'd be,
There's
and sewer lines right there.
We'll go look. We'll go
You
look.
guys,
The door
Get a
will be
hold of it,
locked
we'll go look.
except
we'll put you on
during
potty
camp
patrol
hours
and
or
you two
whatever.
Yeah,
figure it out,
yeah.
okay?
He knows where the lines are,
Okay.
so. All right,
And give me a number,
that's all, thank you.
okay? Parks and buildings,
Okay, first of all, it's brought to my attention, and I don't know who this falls under, the light that shines on the front of the town hall is malfunctioning. The big spotlight that's on that pole out front. I
Power
don't know.
company.
What's
power
that?
company,
Power company.
it's not on the building?
No, it's on the
On
pole,
the
All
but
right,
it
I'll call 'em.
shoots back to the,
It's floodlight to light the front of the building.
right,
And we pay rent on it.
it's like a
And
street light.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
So I should call them?
Yep.
Tell them it's doing what?
It's flickering, it'll come on, it'll go off, it'll come on and off.
And the die.
Yeah,
It's either the oil or the bolt.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I called them a while ago to fix one across by the sewer plant, which was straight across the street from there. I
So
guess they
you'll
just-
you'll take care of that,
Yep.
the light at the town hall, okay? I'm meeting, St. Albans Glass at the Emergency Services Building in the morning to replace some additional windows in there that the glass is cracked in. I'll be meeting them at 8:30. I'll also get with Greg Hall at 8:30. Take
Yeah.
him next door and we'll talk about the post office
Can-
steps.
Can they also fix the glass at the post office that's broken, these guys?
They don't have it measured yet. They've already taken all these measurements
Oh,
and
okay.
they'll
Alright.
cut the glass and they're ready to
Oh,
install,
alright.
so.
Okay.
And as you heard from them, the library is nearing completion. If they'd show up and do the work, and I don't have a problem saying that. I mean, I'm not in town as much as I used to be, but there was some very good weather last week and they weren't on the job site. So whatever we can do to get that taken care of. Now we'll have to draw up a RFP for the roof here. And I'd like a lot of input from the board as to how you'd like to move forward. We have $50,000 in this year's budget that we can roll over if we need to budget additional funds to make it standing seam, if that's what this board decides they want. It was originally priced as a corrugated roof, and I have no problem either way. I can write up the RFP however you'd like it. Everybody should understand that the work won't happen this year because the season's basically over. But it should be under contract during the winter to be completed first thing in the spring.
We've got time to get some estimates.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, we won't have a real tight time frame on the RFP, and that way we'll get more people to bid on it. And we'll be able to evaluate them over the winter, award the contract in like February for
More
a
than that.
April start date or whatever, as soon as the weather breaks.
and I'd like to ask Pat Tracy, just as a citizen,
Input.
input and maybe look over the contracts. I
That's
mean,
fine.
Yeah.
He knows what he's
Yeah.
doing, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been to me twice now to talk about it, so
That-
he doesn't wanna do it, he
No,
says.
he's
No,
not
he doesn't
really
want
interested.
it.
But he
Yeah.
certainly is, he knows people, and he's got some
Yeah.
good input.
If you get a good dependable roof.
Right,
You don't have to worry too
I know,
No.
Right,
much.
and he lives here.
They
and
just
so-
gotta have the right equipment and everything.
Right.
That's right.
That's the big
That's
thing.
big.
well, they can, you know, they know, we'll put out the bid for what the work is,
Yeah,
and they'll have to build into their cost estimate, you know, the 120-foot lift that they need and things
Oh,
like
yeah,
that, so,
yeah.
and they know what to do. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll get professionals to bid on it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people didn't bid because they, in the past, because there wasn't a spec sheet and there wasn't a, you know, a formal RFP.
Mhm.
And I talked to 4 different roofers and they all declined, Pat included. But it's water under the bridge. Moving forward, we'll have an
if you
RFP.
look at it,
What about Peters? He wasn't interested in it?
He didn't want to do it. He was doing all that work on the new hotel in St. Albans
Oh,
and
okay.
doing all
Big
that
job.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you look at it, it's a bit intimidating roof.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is,
That's-
it's terrible.
I would think that Bobby Peters would probably bid it.
Another
I mean, he
year.
did all the work on the church,
Church?
you know,
Yeah,
and
David
that,
Derby.
so it's the
David
same.
Derby said.
But I don't
Yeah,
know, is
David
it-
Derby told me no as well.
Yeah, because
But-
he's not bonded for that type of a job.
But,
Yeah.
oh,
It
he
is
could
a
do
bit
it,
of
but,
a-
you know, there are roofers out there. We'll get
Yeah, we've
them,
got some in
we'll get them in
Tilbrook
the
and some
fall
names.
and, yeah, so,
Good deal.
okay?
Okay,
That's what I know about parks and, parks. Davis Park, the Lions Club,
mhm,
you sent a thank you
Sent a
letter to
thank
them,
you.
I believe, and it's well deserved. They put 4 new picnic tables
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
nice.
park, and they are very
Very
nice,
nice.
very sturdy, and they carted the old damaged ones away.
Good.
So that's a very positive thing. And Drumick is still okay with
You're
a
still okay
a portable
there?
toilet at
Good,
at Davis
good.
Park, because I guess we're
Have a
a
different clientele
little
there.
easier on the
Well,
equipment there.
it's easier to
But,
see somebody doing something there.
And that's what I know.
That's it, okay. Highways, Wayne?
Yeah, if you recall, the last meeting when Johnny was here, he mentioned that up on Preview Hill, somebody had dug across the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Game approached me last week, said he saw it on YouTube. And the reason that happened, they were directional drilling on a Sunday, the bit got caught in the road. He said, we did not intend to dig the road up. But when the bit got caught, they had to dig the road to get the bit out.
Yeah.
He said if there's any fines, he's willing to pay
Now,
for
who
it.
was this?
Chris Game.
Why didn't he call Johnny?
He come and see me because he saw it on YouTube, obviously.
Yeah,
And he said if there's any problems, and I thought it was really good.
yeah, yeah.
He
Okay,
said,
so he
I'm
came
willing
to
to,
you.
yeah, and he said, we did it on a Sunday. You're not gonna, it's pretty hard to get hold of anybody for an
Right.
approval.
Right,
The bit was stuck, they had to dig the road up to get the bit out.
makes sense, I just wish he'd told Johnny the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
day.
yeah. And
What are you gonna do?
And I don't know if you need a permit for directional, no, because you're not disturbing the road.
The only
Right.
time you need a permit for DI is railroads.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the only time, I don't believe, state highway even, I don't
Okay,
think
yeah,
you
that
do.
was just.
Did you tell Johnny?
You just
Let
tell
him
him.
know?
I was gonna call him that night and I forgot, this was last Thursday, I'll try, I didn't see
If
him
I see him
today.
tomorrow, I'll tell him.
Yeah, but he said that,
Chris came, right?
he said they're done by their specs, they're under,
Okay,
is it 4 feet? Well, I mean, for directional drilling.
right,
They didn't, I don't know what the specs of the road are.
okay.
But he said there is 2 lines in there and he said if there's anything he can do to rectify, he's willing to do it, but he don't want them dug up.
Right.
Johnny said, well, we're gonna go out and dig them up. Well,
Well,
that's not really the
No.
thing to do either, because
No.
the road's already back.
right,
As far as
right.
I'm concerned, but I wanted to
Just
mention
wish
to you
they'd
folks. I did-
communicate, they would
Yeah.
tell each
Yeah,
other
it would be
things.
kind of difficult to hurt that road much.
And he said he's willing to, hey, if there's something he
Okay.
can do to rectify it, he's,
Okay, I'll tell
Sounds
Johnny
good.
tomorrow.
and I'll try to see him. I wanted to today, but I just didn't.
Well, they were busy up on the Corliss Road too.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
No, they're.
Corliss Road's going good.
Oh, that's-
Culverts,
Yeah.
God, that's a
Okay, well,
deep
then that's
ditch
what
they're in, down there.
my God, they're
I went
way
up there
down,
today. Oh,
way down
Oh,
deep.
is this is the big one?
the culvert.
This is the big one.
culvert, oh.
Okay, so who they got rights there, or who did they get?
They
They're
got
doing it.
themselves.
They're doing it all.
St.
along.
St. Ange's up there.
Well, yeah, with the big excavator.
Yep.
Yes, he did tell me, he
Yeah.
thought they would be
And they
the
got the
cheapest.
town in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, between them.
But, oh yeah, they got all the culverts moved over there. They have it figured out, so. One day the traffic's gonna go this way and the next day it's gonna go another. There's not gonna be
I was
any.
shocked though at how deep down they were. When
Oh,
I
it's
turned
deep.
around and came back, I was like, oh my God,
Deep.
they're way down there.
Yeah.
Those culverts are
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's coming along really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I wouldn't have time to see him today anyways, but.
Yeah, he was
pretty
there all
busy.
day. And then I got him tapped to install the equipment at the playground. I said, no rush though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be delivered there. But,
Okay, that's it.
he brought in these 2 things today. Driveway permit application from Shane and Linda Greenwood. Johnny's approved it.
Oh, yeah.
Kim said something today when they change a driveway, changes the address, but I guess these must be new.
There was never a residence there.
Right, okay, so this is,
No, Alfred was working on it yesterday.
okay.
Where is it?
Corliss
On the
Road.
Corliss Road. Remember where Greenwoods used to live? Do you remember where Greenwoods lived on the Corliss Road just before Mark McCross
LaCroix.
on the left?
Oh, well,
They owned like 2-3 lots there.
oh, okay. Didn't
Yeah,
you buy
about-
the house and sell
Well,
it?
here's the
He did.
drawing if you
There's a lot right next door.
want to look at it.
If you're going to my house, there's a lot right next door, and they've been clearing it all out the last few
Yeah.
days. And
Mhm.
they're building, I guess they're gonna build a house, I don't know.
So there's that one,
Alfred's been up there working, cleaning it all up.
and I can't even read this one. It's cable, Irverus cable. They want cable TV. Doesn't say much. See if you can figure it out. Johnny signed it, so I figured.
Oh, yeah, 'cause Johnny was up there last week, he marked a tree or 2, I think.
That's it.
had them removed out of there.
Hillside
Somebody
Terrace.
cut them.
That's up
But
here.
anyway,
Yeah, it's off of the golf course road that first left, like,
What do they have to dig for cable for, isn't it already
they're
cable?
installing utility lines, it says.
Oh,
Buried utility permit.
he signed it,
Yeah.
so. So do you wanna,
Which one's that?
no, I can't read the name.
are we signing this? Or is
You
he-
guys,
he- You just need all of us, or John, or
Oh,
I
wait.
think just Wayne signed it.
just Wayne,
just wait.
as long as we all agree. Is that all you've got on highways, Wayne?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, we can all sign this, I guess.
I thought it was.
Probably
everybody.
I ought to make a motion that we accept this
Yeah.
Both of them are.
driveway permit. Yeah, I hadn't even seen that.
Cable, underground
Let me-
cable.
Yeah, that way we can do it two in one.
I'll second that.
All those in
Okay.
favor?
Yeah,
Can't even read this.
I know, Everett, I don't know, the guy that filled it out.
I can't read it. I can't make out anything from it.
No, existing cable. Well, that's all I can think, yeah.
The guy's number is New Hampshire, I don't.
what do they want?
It's a buried cable permit for
Buried
Hillside Terrace.
Approved by the Richford Highway
Oh.
Commissioner. All right.
I don't know whose house it's at.
There's only 5 houses there.
Utility
Where's
lines.
Hillside Terrace?
Up off
For
of
that
it,
left turn off of Golf Course Road,
Oh, yeah.
before Hillside.
goes up to the Clark's house on the far top.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, okay.
We have
Oh.
to back.
And
Is it-
Frank Clark's.
there's been 2 of those houses in there have been for sale, so maybe one of them sold and they gotta do something with.
There's that many
No,
houses
no, no,
in
but
there?
do they still use the cable, the satellite dishes on top of that hill? Would that be the reason for this?
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
Cable TV, yeah.
Could be.
They still use the satellite.
Okay, well, that's probably what it is. They gotta put a new line in.
A new line in for the.
Okay, it does
Dishes.
exist, I guess it's.
existing, it says existing,
What is it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, put it together now. That looks like existing cable.
Yeah.
And that's cable TV,
Yep.
whatever that is. You
Hillside
figure that
Terrace.
No,
out.
that says Hillside Terrace,
yeah.
There you go.
number 22, David Marie, or
You
whatever
must
his
have
name
talked to
is.
Johnny.
Oh, my.
I thought I could read everybody's writing.
I guess they
so I
can't,
was
unless they
like,
come in personally.
That's how bad it is.
Here.
Whatever, we got it done.
That would be one I'd send back to the kids and say, use the typewriter.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
have mom type it
Yeah.
up, send it back.
She did already. That's my mom's writing. Okay, so we're good on that? We-
Yeah.
We
All right,
all
I'll
said
send it
yes,
out
okay.
and I'll hand this
All
around.
right.
You can sign
Hey.
this with it.
Water and sewer?
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
just inspected the Honest sewer plant,
Got that.
and we passed it with flying colors. And we're pumping sludge. That is it for sewer. Everything is flowing. That,
I need my signature on that.
but we're gonna pump sludge for 3-4 more loads anyway. And that'll, bring us down to where we want it. And as I say, all the tests that were done came back really, really, really good. And then, as far as water goes, Loveland Brook, you know, the old system up Rose Hill,
Mhm.
up there. That went dry this spring, the reservoir did. So we've been trying to figure it out. It took a while, but we got water back in there a while ago, but it took a while to figure out what was going on there. And the intake was put in 100 years ago,
Yeah.
you know. The darn thing is still in good shape once we found it. And, we stripped the old intake right out. We still got the spin part where it comes in.
Yeah.
but the intake into the pipe was in bad shape. It'd been repaired over the years 2 or 3 times. We stripped it right out and renewed the whole thing. We got full flow. We got both reservoirs up there full, right up to the overflow. And it's working real good. And we cleaned all the intake area, got all the gravel out of it.
Yeah.
And at the intake itself, we went all the way down to the concrete. There's concrete base.
David do that?
No.
No.
Belford.
Belford.
You're thinking of,
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one.
The other one.
David does the other one.
yeah. And, so that's all up and running good. And it should be good for a good many years, so we rebuilt that intake pipe. And then we've been over on Interval Avenue, doing the layout work on extending that out there. And the material cost is, well, it can vary from 10 to 12,000. Basically, we think we can do it for 10, but you might run into a bill or something.
This is on Interval?
Huh?
This is for Interval Avenue?
Yeah.
We're running that line for the new hydrant.
Yeah. We already talked with Albert, talked with Heather,
Yeah.
got tack it on there at the old school,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
instead of coming from the other way first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, we can do it quicker, do it cheaper,
And under 500.
and have all our fire protection.
Yep.
Another year, we're planning to go that way
Yep.
and connect the two.
Yep.
And the estimated total is about 25,000.
The whole thing?
Uh,
That's not bad for both.
No, this job here,
Oh, just
for
one.
this year.
Why so
And,
much?
Well, we got to have 2 main bills, 8-inch. We got to have 500 feet of 8-inch pipe.
Yeah.
We got to have a new hydrant
Yeah.
and the digging and backfill.
Who does the estimating on these jobs?
Daryl and I.
Okay.
Boy.
Just sounds like a lot, that's all. Did we budget for it this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now I've got, I just marked it here. I've used 43% of my budget.
Oh, you're doing good then.
And sewer, I've used,
But we got a half a year left to go.
42%.
Well, that's good. Oh, 22? That's good.
and then you, well, we take it.
Bills are out.
Yeah, 4 months. 4.5.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And consequently, we've got a lot of work done this summer.
Good.
The thing right here, it's, that could vary this a little bit, is the cost of the gravel backfill. That we can't get a real hard figure on. We got a figure for right now, but that could change. And right there, I wish we shouldn't have any clay to get rid of over there. It should be just dirt.
yeah.
And I wish that John would work with us a little bit on some field.
Have you asked him?
Not yet.
We'll ask him.
I can't seem to work with him at all. So,
What are you talking about? Does he have gravel? I'm sure he'd be happy to sell it to the water and sewer, wouldn't he?
we pay for it.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know what the problem would be. Saying that.
But he doesn't want to work with me very much, so. That's the way we stand on that.
Well, Senate, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Public safety.
No, I want to stay on water sewer just for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was approached a couple of weeks ago by one of our residents, who was over on Liberty Street, who on a Friday night had a major catastrophe on her sewer line, and
Oh, Sally.
Sally McCollister, and things were backed up, so Robert came down and brought another guy, and they checked vents and pipes and blah, 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 and got things working, and then a little while later, plugged up again. So skull kill. So said Friday night, the weekend, I'll do the best I can for you. So, but have Drummond come clean it out. Called Drummond, they come over, run the line. No, they didn't, it was Roto, whoever it was.
Oh, come on.
It is Drummond?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the number you gave her?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they came right over, they took care of that part. Said, you got an issue in the street. And this is Friday night. By 1:30 Saturday afternoon, the road had been dug up, it had all been repaired, everything was closed back up, and she was in business, and she wanted everyone to know that. She
That
was
was-
very pleased.
That was David West. and-
David and Alfred
Alfred.
Daughter, and just wanted everyone to know that. She
Good.
was exceptionally pleased, because she says, I know nobody ever says anything good about it.
I know.
I said, you're absolutely right.
That's right,
But she was very thankful.
yeah.
She called me, I called David, he called Darrell to clear it with him, which was fine. Called Alfred, and he got right down there
Yep.
Saturday morning, took care of it.
Good.
And it was
Our problem.
our problem.
I saw him down
Sally gave me a copy of the bill, I brought it in and gave it to Alan, $425, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just from Drummond?
Yep.
there. Yeah.
Woo!
Friday night.
We're in the wrong business, yeah.
And I ain't seen a bill from Alfred.
Right.
Alfred
business.
Kessler's, that is probably,
That's nasty stuff.
yeah.
But,
She was exceptionally happy. She said, thank you.
Yes, okay.
And I know you talked to
Let it be
her.
noted, thank you.
Anyway,
Okay, public safety.
I do. I have an ordinance I have drafted up. It's a
Did everybody get one?
It's the, I emailed them to everyone, I have a
Yeah.
copy for Kel.
I've got them for everybody anyway, everybody's got one
Oh, you
here.
did, okay. It's the firearm discharge ordinance within the old village limits. There has,
It doesn't say that, it says Town of Richford.
well, it,
And Chris, before you even get started,
what?
I am totally against it.
Well,
If I've got a rabid coon in my backyard, I'm gonna shoot
go
it.
ahead.
I'm gonna shoot it.
That's not gonna be a problem.
And if you look this over, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, section 4 isn't complete because I didn't have all the
Limitations.
wording. But there's been an issue upon North Avenue. Sheriff's been there. He didn't have, there is no ordinance in the town regarding discharging
No.
a firearm within, what zoning likes to call a special district or services district.
And we tried years ago.
The old village.
We tried,
Within the old village boundaries, people doing target practice in their backyards in a residential area didn't seem to be a good idea.
how many people been shot?
Well, I don't know,
Only takes one.
that's not the issue,
Yeah, I know.
you know. This is copied from,
State.
yes, a lot of it from, other towns or whatever, but anyway. If you like it, you like it, if you don't, you don't.
We need to
They didn't
read
want,
it.
actually, I don't know. The main complaint that came, where they were firing, I mean, could have gone, hell, it could have gone all the way to Wayne's farm. Up on, they could have gone to the Drew Road or whatever. Nobody knows where the bullets were going, but anyway.
There was a backstop there, I don't know whether it still is or not.
Is that across the tracks you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
This is at the end of Dewey Street.
Oh,
This is at the end of Dewey Street,
Mark
in
St. Pierre's.
St. Pierre's Field.
Addition,
yeah, across the tracks where,
Dewey
Right.
extension, yeah.
no, it's not.
you hear a lot of shots from out back
Yeah.
there.
You know where,
Quaker Street,
Ken, no, we're talking, you know where Ken Pigeon lives?
yeah.
Behind his.
Behind him.
St. Pierre's
The
extension.
people that live in the trailer.
Oh,
Where
okay,
the-
I'm
the
thinking,
old,
No.
Dunleavy property.
Yeah, it's
No, no,
up
no.
behind my
Right
house,
by
up
you,
the
right in
hill.
front of you.
That section of that road that's there now, and there's 5 homes on it.
yeah.
That's
That's where they're shooting.
it's Dewey Street Extension or whatever we're
No,
calling
no,
it.
Oh, I thought that was
Dunleavy
coming from
Place
Blue,
or something.
where you
yeah.
cross the tracks at Blue Seal there.
Yeah, no, that's,
No,
That's not coming from there.
no, it's coming from up on the
Maybe
hill,
Oh,
top of
okay.
North
North
Avenue.
Avenue.
Okay.
St. Pierre's Corn.
Yeah, in on St. Pierre's property.
Mosley?
Yes.
Is there,
The sheriff went, you know, he didn't have anything, you know, he didn't have one of these because we don't have one.
Right.
So
So you want to
I
make
said, well, let me draft one up and see what people think. We can't have people doing target practice in their backyard
right.
in the village, in a residential area. That's
That's what
liable.
Swanton thought, but they didn't pass
Uh,
it.
Well, they didn't feel like passing it. Depends on the select board, right?
Who?
Swanton, he said
Oh,
didn't pass
depend,
it.
yeah, it depends on the town.
Does Enosburg have to do any of the other
It has
towns?
nothing to do with prohibiting anyone to carry anything or
Right.
own anything
It's not
or
sure.
anything like that. It's discharging the firearms that are specified in here within the village limit.
Is it possible to add to the exemption clause for like what Till was saying
course,
about, you
yeah.
know, taking care of animals and
Oh,
things
yeah,
like that?
yeah. And even some have a clause in there on self-defense and all
yeah,
kinds
yeah,
of stuff you
that's-
can add in. Oh, yeah.
You ain't got it here.
I
looking
know,
at it
it's a
tonight.
draft.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in
Add what
progress.
you want this week and then
It's
we'll talk
a
about it
work
next
in
time.
progress,
Yeah.
but
Right,
I think
right
those
up
are-
what
In
you
order,
want.
in order to cover what you want to cover, you need 3 loins. You don't need all this crap.
Well, when I call the VLCT, they say, well, if you use the outline of other ones that have been used, we've helped them with that because
Covers
you have to quote the
you gotta cite the state
VSA
statutes and everything,
chapters,
yeah.
and it's supposed to be in a certain format, so I just did it the way they suggested.
Well, I told them what I'd like to do with that.
Why don't you tell him?
And you don't have to approve it. You know, I mean, you don't have to like it at all.
I'll tell you what I told them. Probably not on camera.
That's fine. I need suggestions.
Oh, Ben, don't
Next
worry.
meeting, we're gonna go over whatever you think needs to be done. If you don't think we need one, then we're not gonna have one.
I wholeheartedly agree with you that I don't think target practice and the practice of shooting off firearms on New Year's Eve up in the air and stuff, because the bullets do come down.
What they do?
And you're right that no one's been injured yet, but why wait until somebody gets injured from that type of activity? I agree with you that there should be additional exemptions, like to take care of animals and
Yep.
things like that.
Exactly.
And responsible gun issues can be addressed. Self-defense
Oh, yeah.
is good,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
that should be incorporated into
Add
it.
it all in.
And, but I think you can have a pretty comprehensive law to prevent, or ordinance to prevent what you're looking to prevent. That's just my opinion, and,
No, you're all welcome to do.
Well, I don't know, I know I'm getting to be an old curmudgeon, I admit it. But I am getting so sick of this big brother stuff that
Well, it's not it's not restricting ownership or ammunition, guns, whatever.
No, but you got your foot in the door.
Well,
No, but-
it's just an ordinance for the town. Everyone, most towns have one.
You gotta protect the people from themselves. That's what it comes down to. That there's people making irrational decisions, and you have to help protect them from themselves. It's not Big Brother is watching, it's,
Oh, yes, it is. You ain't gonna tell me any different than that.
Now this, if we drew up an ordinance, everyone was, you know, if it got signed, it has to be posted for
60 days?
60 days. People have 44 days after it's
To come
adopted.
in and talk
to
about it,
come
don't
in
go
and
in for 2
File
weeks.
their stuff, and if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. That's the way it is.
So should we say that we'll read it at this next, and we'll decide on it the next meeting? Is that good enough for you? And add,
course.
and add,
Or
or
to
delete?
add, or to.
Add,
what you
delete,
want.
whatever
What you want,
Suggested
delete what you don't
amendments.
want.
And then we can work it up and post it.
What I'm saying is that the format that it's in with the language
Uh-huh,
complies with the way
yeah.
the LCT said the other towns have it, and this is a way that they prefer, you know, it be. And I know it's just legalese crap, a lot of it.
But it covers everything that's happened in the past, or they wouldn't have it in here
Yeah, so, you know.
in other towns.
it's just-
So now we allow VLCT to become Big Brothers.
No, all I did is ask them how they like it done.
Who cares what they like?
Well, I was just asking for advice.
It's easier than us making it up when they've already had all the experience of other towns. That's what we pay them for.
We don't need them.
Okay, moving along.
So we're gonna look at this and we're gonna bring it up at the next meeting.
Yeah.
to
that's fine.
be
Okay,
reviewed
and
with
add or
comments from the
detract
board.
anything you
Do
wanna take
whatever
in
you
or
want.
out, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we'll vote on it.
The other issues we have are animals. We have an issue 566 Providence Street, which has been ongoing for several years. The Whitfield resident.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess we'll call it neglect, we won't call it cruelty, we'll call it animal
Neglect.
neglect for now.
Even though he's
In
getting hit by
that,
with a 2x4.
in that, well,
Ugh.
Is that neglect?
there was an incident, yes,
Yeah, I
involving
mean, that's not
someone.
neglect, that's
No, well, that was done
to break them
by
up.
someone that went up to feed them, and the dogs attack each other now
Yeah, yeah.
because they've been left. There's cats up there that have been left in this small confined area. It's nasty.
What happened to our lawsuit with her
I
several years ago?
need the file, and I forgot to get it today when I came in. I need her file to get the court order.
It was never resolved, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a court order in there
Okay.
that, oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
have it?
Yeah, we have a whole file in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that order,
I'll report tomorrow.
yeah, so that we can, because she takes off,
I'll have Joe send it again.
people go up and feed the animals because they feel bad for the animals. They went up, the animals were attacking each other, and yeah, this gentleman was there and he had to get them apart because they were gonna chew each other up,
They
so
were
he
down-
whacked one with the board.
But they were down at Jacobs, right, when this happened?
Part of it,
Yeah.
they get loose again, so it's,
Now, she's not living there for?
oh, well,
Yeah.
there's a guy that was living there and she beat him up and threw him out. And,
She beat him up.
oh yes. And he went back this weekend to pick up his stuff and a dog that he purchased from her, and she whipped on him again. And this morning he had a no trespass, no contact order served on him by the
On him.
sheriff. On him.
Is he a local?
No,
He's not the one she was living with before?
no.
Okay.
No.
He was over the mountain somewhere. Anyway, he's gonna be calling me. He's already called Tracy over it. And
Oh, he wants his dog.
he wants
got a
his
bill of sale?
property, he wants his dog. You know, I said, well, you're gonna, you know, take a trooper or a sheriff with you
Yeah.
or something. Tell him you want your property.
Sure.
But, you know, the animals are not too good.
Yeah.
like they should be.
So we'll get that order and find
And
out.
what
Yeah, we need the court order.
With the current state of animal control,
Yeah,
is there anything that we can really do about it?
You mean as far as taking them?
Yeah, or any, protecting them.
well, we already have
I
an
don't-
order.
Well, I understand that, but there's a court order related to this from
Yeah.
years back, but,
A couple of years ago.
Couple
yeah.
years.
and obviously there's been additions, subtractions, or whatever to the animals on the property. And,
Are they registered?
but like I said, under the current state of animal control in Franklin County, is there anything that we can do to help out this situation? Probably not.
Probably not unless we get a warrant and take them away, and then we're gonna be back where we were before with the shepherd case.
Who's
And
ta-
that's what I'm saying,
Who's
that's not a
taking-
realistic,
Who's taking dogs now for us, anybody?
Nobody.
Cats,
Cat.
Chittenden, but not dogs.
so, I mean, our hands are tied.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's not meant as
Well, no,
a
no,
detrimental
no, no.
statement, I'm just
Exactly.
trying to
Yeah,
understand.
I have to sit down with the guy over and, they'll finalize stuff over, not Eden.
Yeah. I know where you-
Orleans? No.
No, there's a vet place in Morrisville that will take
Yeah.
them, and they deal with a guy in Hyde Park
Okay.
that holds them.
Well, if they're not registered, we can take them anyway.
If they're not registered,
We
you
walk
just
in
don't
and
have
take 'em.
anywhere to put them.
I know, but we can
What
take
about that
them.
most recent rumor that you reported on a month or so ago, that Humane Society may reopen in September,
September 30th.
which is now 7 weeks
I
away?
would not count on
8
anything.
weeks away.
At this
Yeah,
time,
okay.
we have taken, within the last 10, 12 days, we've taken 13 cats. Two of them. And what they do is, they just foster them out. They don't hold them or anything, they just have people that will come get them.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, Tracy gets up in the morning and there's cats on the porch.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way it is.
Mhm.
She came home a while,
Place for
she came
dogs.
home a while back
We
and
pay you, we pay you.
she looked in her backyard and there was a dog barking and not my dog. Somebody had come, opened her back gate, put a dog in there and shut the gate.
All be dead.
Now, what about at the last meeting, Chris had brought up about Lucky Puppy or something? Remember?
Lucky puppies, yep, still dealing with lucky puppies. I think Morrisville might be the better, Morrisville Hyde Park might be the better as far as money and travel time. You know, I can get to Hyde Park pretty quick instead of Colchester
Yeah.
if we have to go. And that's just that one, like, we have another one going that started this past weekend. Neighbors all been, cause it's on, this is 141 Corliss Road.
Where the cows are.
Yeah, Shelley Bennett.
Can it-
And
There's
she
three
got 2
white,
horses, didn't she, too?
there's three white face and a calf that's not in good shape. There are 2 horses that recently came there. A lot of ribs showing, they're very, very thin. And then Tracy found some hogs and or pigs in a small building. They're just
Sorry.
cramped up in a building.
Did you say somebody went and got some hay for them?
The other night,
Because Johnny hasn't.
one of the neighbors came to my house quite livid. It took me a while to get him calmed down and stuff because these cows keep getting loose because she's gone a lot and she just takes off. The cows get loose and they go up to the neighbors across the road up the hill because they're hungry. They eat their grass, their flowers, they've torn up the lawn, they've done
Garden.
Oh, so Tracy went down, took her husband, we all went down and herded them back in. And then Tracy's husband went to a farmer and got some hay, took the hay down, you know, feed them all and everything. This morning, 5:30, Tracy's phone's ringing, you know, goddamn cows out of my yard. You know, back up there, herd them back up again, go get more hay. It can't go on. I contacted the Department of Agriculture, who takes care of the large animals, and actually they do control the animal control process.
They coming up?
There's an animal health specialist that will come up and go with someone from the town. He can just go on the property and make an examination and say whether they fit the parameters of the.
Is he coming soon?
I haven't had a time of day yet from him to make a determination if they're, you know, if
Can he
if
take
it's a
it?
cruelty thing, a neglect thing, or whatever. So that, and you know, and if he wants to take care of it, that's fine. The state can take it.
Why isn't the state doing more on that?
Tell 'em.
They used to,
Yes, they did.
and
And you know what? We get nothing out of the court system on these
No.
cases either. Nothing.
No.
People end up with animals again. You know, and that just,
There's
the way
two
it
or
is.
three
But
cases in Bakersfield, the state just came in and took care of
yeah,
a few years ago. And there was one, I think 3 years ago, up in East Bakersfield. You must have read about that in the paper.
that woman.
No, that's another one.
This is not.
This was large animals, cows
Oh.
and stuff. And the guy won the case because he was doing nothing wrong. They were outdoor animals, and they had hay right there to eat. And there were some Highland cattle.
Oh yeah.
For one thing, you can't keep them in anyway.
No, they're not.
We're not keeping them in, it's having something for them to eat. These cows, obviously, their ribs are sticking out. They're not eating anything, so
Right.
she's not
Well,
following
they're-
any law.
Well, why wouldn't the state get involved in that?
Well, they're gonna now.
They're not pastured. They live in the woods.
Yeah.
They live in the woods next to their
Well, some of the
property.
Johnny or somebody just take them.
And also,
I'm sure she doesn't have proof of ownership.
there's a DCF case now pending this morning. And
Be careful, be careful.
other
Be
issues.
careful.
Yeah, so, oh yeah. So anyway, the neighbors are very upset.
They have been for a long time.
And I don't
And there's a
blame
pile of trash.
them. Well, they've been,
Oh,
yeah,
John,
and
we're not-
I talked to zoning and he just said he'd issue a letter.
What can you do?
I don't know.
Trash for the pile.
Yeah.
How long do we go before, like with the property, we go to environmental court or whatever?
I don't know what the statutes are for once the letter goes, but you can certainly stipulate deadlines
Yeah.
and the communication with them. And John has all those parameters, I'm sure. So,
We've had-
but we shouldn't wait. I mean,
No.
well, it's the same kind of thing, because I was gonna mention about that trash trailer behind the laundromat.
Yeah,
It's back again.
yeah,
And it's overflowing again, and we've already sent the finals, and yeah, we're taking them to court, and we don't hear anything about being in court and doing, you know,
No.
nothing
Well, it hasn't been to
ever
court yet,
tends to
but-
run the course.
Wasn't that trailer cleaned out last week?
Oh,
Well-
it's been cleaned multiple times,
Yeah.
but it refills and he's not
Within-
authorized to use it.
Within a couple of days, it's full again.
Well,
Of course.
yeah.
Because all of his tenants are bringing their rubbish there.
Yeah.
And he's not authorized to use it.
You're supposed to have a
It's
dumpster.
supposed to have a dumpster.
Well, what's
And a
imposed the
dumpster
fine?
is enclosed. Well, and it's already gone
But
to
we haven't
the
imposed the
attorneys.
fine yet.
Well, it's gone
They
to
wrote the
the,
last letter,
no, it's gone to the attorneys.
yes.
And then the attorney has to get it into the courts in
Yes.
order to impose the fine.
What
So
I basically just said, it's time to do that.
I don't know what we were waiting for. What
He
is,
sent the last letter a month or two ago telling him that that was it.
no, it went to the attorney months ago.
And he sent it a letter to him
Okay, all right,
and said, this is it.
all right,
So now it's time to, this is it, to court.
let's revisit.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's realize that
I'll call Joe
it's
tomorrow.
probably not a real high priority case for the court.
Yeah, no, I
We
understand.
can't get
but-
animal abuse done, why would they take care of our
Yeah.
trash?
Right.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying, it's,
Well, we'll,
it doesn't seem, the state doesn't seem to be upholding their end of the bargain. And I'll say that as, you know, as many times as you want to hear it. Well, it's very, you know, we all pay taxes. We'd love to get some results. And,
well, I don't know what business is it of the states? The state isn't upholding because they're not doing the justice system. They're the ones not upholding it.
well, the
They
state
don't
of
do
Vermont
anything.
courts, it's
Of
not
course, yeah.
US courts,
Right.
it's state of Vermont
Well,
courts.
That's where the problem lies, is
Yeah.
in the court system,
I agree.
so.
But anyway, I'll get off of that stump now.
You
I
any more?
apologize.
No. Thank you.
Oh, I want to mention, or did we mention it last time about the Facebook thing about our cop, our Richford cop,
Go Nick.
sheriff? Yes,
Deputy Palmier.
yes.
We have
I think it
A
bears
deputy.
mentioning.
a deputy that works up here, basically all the time. He requested to be sent to Richford. And his name is Nick Palmier.
Any problem with that?
No, I just
Okay.
don't know why someone would want to request to work up here.
Oh, you live here, don't you?
Because
Yeah,
there's not
I
much
said that.
happening.
Well,
Do a real good.
and, you know,
I like
Nick,
Richford.
Nick's been around, few departments and whatever.
Had some issues, not,
Nick had some issues, not for us to judge.
that's right.
But, I'll tell you what happened to me one night. I was going to East Richford to check on, over at the cemetery to check, and I get down by Center Street and Troy Street. Here's his cruiser parked there. And I said, oh crap, you know, now what's going on? So, no, he was outside talking to a bunch of kids. They were playing basketball. I went to East Richford, did my stuff, come back about an hour later. Here's deputy outside playing basketball, and the kids are coming from everywhere to play basketball with him in the street. They wanted
Ain't
to
a damn
play.
thing wrong with that.
I thought it was pretty damn good. Well, then,
And
and then recently, what, a week ago,
Yeah, about a week,
down at the playground,
women's softball
the
tournament.
women's softball team was playing, practicing, whatever, and here comes the sheriff. Uh-oh, now what? Well, they thought something had happened or whatever. No. He gets out, he goes in the playground area, and he's pushing kids and putting them on
Going
the
on the slide.
merry-go-round and pushing them on the slide and the swings, and he stayed for I don't know how long, playing with the kids. And there was a write-up on Facebook from a lady that was down
Christy
there.
Tatro, Brenda's daughter, Brenda.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Holy mine. Cattell. Brenda
Oh, Brenda
Cattell's
Cattell's
daughter.
daughter.
Larry Tatro's daughter. Christy.
Oh,
Was the
okay.
one that wrote the letter. yeah.
Oh, it was,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, she wrote it up and said, you know, good for you, you know, good for the sheriff. We need more people like that. We need
Yeah.
people that the kids can look at
We talked to
and,
him.
you know, kind of a mentor or whatever you want to call it, because
Yep.
the ones where he was hanging out with don't have much of a chance anyway. So
Leo Willie did the same thing in Enosburg,
Leo did, yeah,
and he straightened a bunch of kids out in good shape,
yeah,
just by working with them.
sure, yeah.
And he'd been gone about 3 months and everything went to hell again. And,
I
That's what
I saw him a couple months
Didn't
ago.
have
I
a-
ain't seen him for quite a while.
Well, he's an important.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
back to the,
Oh, anyway.
back to the
Anyway,
present, yeah.
back to the next, whatever the next item is.
Okay.
Anyway, we just wanted to bring
Anyway.
that up because
That was a good thing.
it was a good thing that
It's good
happened.
publicity
Yeah.
for Richford, because
It
she
was.
said the Richford sheriff,
Yeah.
didn't she? Trash.
I didn't have anything. trash
Except what
other
we
than
just
what I
talked
just
about.
mentioned.
Okay, other business?
Yeah, I do have one item. We sent out the letters, thank you, last week for the rail trail easement deeds. We sent out contact letters to all 12 parcel holders, which we received the approval to do from V-Trans. They've agreed to everything. And now, apparently, the process is running in mud again because the process is we're supposed to ask each of the 12 parcel owners if they will donate the easement deed, okay? And
Then when they say
the
no.
3 that I've spoken to already said no, I want some compensation for this. And we have the valuation worksheets for all of the 12 parcels. But according to the most recent email from last week, we now are obligated to rewrite all of the deeds with the new amounts in them, and we have to come up with a letter to present to them that says this is what we will offer you for your signature on this easement deed.
Is that something the listers do?
Look at Eric.
What's that face for? No,
Um,
to do the deeds. I don't,
No,
what
but
else
it's
would we get?
this
I mean,
letter. The email is very specific. The town is responsible to write up offer letters not to exceed the valuation amounts that have been approved by V-Trans, and it can get more complicated than that if there's a process that has to be followed if the landowner requests additional money, and it goes back into the loop and it gets passed around.
The reason I asked about the listers is Susan Fletcher's name is on every one of the easements
No,
as a lister.
her name is on the valuation
Valuations,
forms.
so,
Okay, and the easement deeds are different,
okay.
and but we need to execute the easement deeds to get this extension. It's such a
We need to not
a
go the rail
convoluted process, and I'll do what I can to work through it, and I'll talk to our engineers, and I'll talk to our, and again, it's just money, it's all supported by the grant, but
And we have to pay it up front.
now we're in a position, we sent the letter out last week, and they changed the rules after we sent the letter out that said, now we have to, if they don't want to donate, then here's 3 more hoops that you have to jump through, and nobody wants to donate. And
I wouldn't even ask.
because, and to be honest with you, yeah, I don't think we should ask them. It's
Say, here's the valuation, this is what the
here's
state
the
offers.
valuation.
Do you want it or not?
Like I said, I've spoken to 3 of the parcel owners already, and they all say, show me the money. And so,
Really?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of it's $200 and one of them's $7,000. It
Excuse
ranges.
me.
Yeah,
it
no,
ranges.
it's, some of them are serious money, but a couple of them are a couple of $100,
$100,
you know, and it's, but
Like
the
the gas
bottom line
company
is,
200, I think.
yeah, but, and some of these Main Street properties aren't that much, but, you know, down by the old hockey stick factory, there's 2 parcels and it's close to $8,000, you know, just for the rights to run across the land. Shouldn't be a problem getting the approvals, because we're following the right-of-way below Main Street. So people they've already given up that space, there's a right-of-way already there.
But I bet
So we
some will
should
say
be,
no.
well, and that's why I don't think it's worth the time and effort to ask them to donate the properties, because there's gonna be some that aren't gonna even wanna accept the price that they're valued at.
That's true.
you
Very
know?
true.
This has
So-
been
Yeah,
going
they
on
won't.
for 20 years.
I
I
know.
want to get it
I know.
over with or
Yeah.
I
forget
know.
about it.
I know.
So, anyway, that's what I know about other business, I just
Right.
wanted to bring you into the loop.
Right.
We thought we were good to go.
Yeah.
Sent out the letters, we'll contact you in the near future,
They changed
I just
it.
go
And-
ahead and do it.
and they changed it, so.
They changed it. Tell me they didn't get the change.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anytime you're dealing with that rail trail, people see so much money being spent on it,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
if they get a chance to get something.
Well, they
yeah,
want
yeah,
it,
yeah.
they know they can get something.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
the state set the price, so it shouldn't
Right.
go over that.
No.
Okay, tomorrow we're purging the checklist, as we do every couple of years,
Yep,
at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Any other business? I probably have to go into executive session. I wanted to talk about an employee.
Yep, I
Um,
have nothing.
Nothing, anything, Wayne, anybody? Anybody want to make a comment?
Yeah, I have a couple questions for.
Okay.
The back door that they put in off the stage is supposed to be a fire escape. When the town did the drainage in the driveway, they took out the steps or the landing for that door back there, and they just replaced it with rocks. The rocks are now washing all away.
Do you know?
Because there was supposed to be a wall put up there, which was never done as part of the construction. And if somebody goes out that door, they're gonna break a leg.
Okay.
That
I'll take
was
a look
before
at
our
it.
time. What did
I'll
you-
take a look at it.
Well,
I don't know
Eric was in charge of
anything
that.
about
Two
it.
different issues here. The door that goes that way is
That's
no
the door.
longer a fire door. The fire door is the one that goes out.
Okay, well, that side door,
It's flat.
the side door.
Yeah, that's not the fire exit. The
Okay.
fire exit's the one that goes out the back.
Well, the side door,
And flat.
they were supposed to put a wall in, and of course, they didn't wanna spend the money.
Who's
So,
they?
the town.
Select board's changed, Dwayne.
I know, they don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well,
So,
my driveway.
I know where your driveway comes up in the back. I can go out there and look, but
Yeah, but
Side door.
I
So
don't
he
think,
was on the board, he can
as
explain
the
it.
program changed to
the rear end.
grant proper egress for handicap, they had to land on flat surface.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was to go straight out the back of the building.
That makes
So
sense.
the exit sign was changed to the back,
Okay.
taken away from the bottom of the stairs.
But do you still need that
Oh,
side
'cause they
door?
didn't
Can
need
it
it?
be
No, it
nailed
could be-
shut?
Well,
Or
not
replaced.
nailed
I would
shut,
nail it,
but
but I would.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
just
but-
permanently closed?
Yeah.
permanently closed.
Well, that's
become
fine,
a
but
window.
now I got all the rocks that are washing down the driveway every time we get a heavy rainstorm, because they didn't put anything there to keep the rocks from washing away. Like was supposed to be in the original plan, they were supposed to put a wall in there, which was never done. And now all the rocks are washing
Well, what if-
off, and it's down to the
What if we just,
landscaping
Move the
material.
rock.
what if we just remove the rocks
Is there a
and put them in
bottom
that,
big?
in that
No, they're
pipe
just
that you're looking
3/4
to
inch or
fill?
quarter inch.
It's not gonna be a lot of gravel, but it's gonna be some for you. Cause we're not using the door, so we don't need a landing
That's
pad.
correct.
So we could
It was
just
a cost, it
remove
was
the
cost
rocks.
prohibitive for us to do a landing there because it's a valley
No,
and it would have met a roof
Yeah.
and it just went on and on and
So
on.
we switched the exit, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe,
And, go ahead.
I was gonna say, maybe we should look to just remove the rock that's there. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Well, I just don't, someone's gonna go out that door, and there's nothing there, and they're gonna go down, and they're gonna
No,
hurt themselves.
we'll permanently seal that door.
And the stones are just annoying, because I gotta shovel them up all the time and stick them back in there, which is a pain. And the other question I have for you is, I was just wondering, are you intending on putting snow rails up on the roof
Yes.
when they're put in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah. That's.
They were part of the
That's-
the corrugated
That's-
roof deal.
That's standard
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
with a metal roof.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanna make sure, that's all.
Mhm.
I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Either one
Well,
channel
fine.
drain, standing seam,
Yep,
any steel.
Any
roof.
steel roof item.
yep.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing else, I make a motion to go into executive session.
Okay.
Discuss an employee. Bye, thanks for coming.
Thank you.